Ladies and gentlemen, somewhere in your pocket, in an old jar, or resting quietly inside a forgotten drawer, hides a penny that could change everything. A single 2009 Lincoln Formative Years cent, a coin that millions have touched, but only a few have truly seen. It's a coin born from history, molded in honor, and wrapped in mystery. What if that 1 cent you almost gave away for gum was secretly worth thousands of dollars? What if that copper flash in your hand carried not just the image of a boy reading on a log, but the heartbeat of America's dream itself? This is not just a story about a coin. It's a story about destiny, Abraham Lincoln's, and maybe your own. Because tonight, we're diving deep into the legend of the 2009 Formative Years penny, the coin that turned ordinary pockets into treasure chests. In 2009, the United States Mint celebrated 200 years since Abraham Lincoln's birth, and 100 years since his face first appeared on the cent. To honor his journey, 4 designs were born, each capturing a different chapter of his life, from his humble birth in Kentucky to his powerful presidency in Washington, D.C. The second design, the Formative Years, tells the story of Lincoln as a young boy growing up in Indiana between 1816 and 1830. It shows him sitting on a rough-cut log, reading a book, tools by his side, a symbol of hard work, learning, and determination. The artwork, created by Richard Masters and sculpted by Jim Licoretz, embodies the essence of the American dream, a child born poor, destined for greatness. Every line in the design whispers of resilience. The dirt under his feet, the worn log beneath him, the silent hunger for knowledge in his eyes. But behind that innocent image, something unexpected happened. When the mint began striking millions of these coins, tiny imperfections appeared, little errors invisible to the untrained eye, but worth fortunes to those who knew what to look for. It started with whispers in the coin-collecting community. A few people reported seeing something strange. On Lincoln's right hand, the one holding the book, there seemed to be an extra thumb. Others found faint lines and doubled impressions. These mistakes were not design choices. They were minting errors, accidents created during the high-pressure strike of the dies. Soon, experts began cataloging them as DDR varieties, double die reverse. There were several types, officially listed as FS 801 through FS 806. For ordinary eyes, these details are nearly invisible. But under magnification, the truth appears: an extra finger, a doubled knuckle, or a ghostly shadow of Lincoln's hand. Each flaw tells a story of a split-second misalignment that turned a single penny into a rare collectible. The value? Uncirculated examples have fetched hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars at auction. A perfect mint state example graded MS 67 or MS 68 can reach $3,000 to $5,000 for just one coin. And these aren't buried in vaults. They're out there, in old coffee tins, in cash drawers, in forgotten jars of change. Every collector in the U.S. knows the thrill of finding that one copper-red sparkle, the penny with a secret heartbeat. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine young Abraham Lincoln in the candlelight, his fingers rough from work, his mind burning with dreams. He couldn't afford books, yet he read them all. He couldn't afford comfort, yet he built courage. That boy on the log is more than art. He's a symbol of hope, endurance, and knowledge. 2 centuries later, his image returns to remind us that greatness often hides in ordinary things, even a single cent. So when you hold a 2009 penny, remember, it's not just a coin. It's a mirror of the American journey, from struggle to triumph. And if you're lucky enough to find the right one, it might even rewrite your own story. Every coin roll you open, every jar you search, could reveal a piece of that legend. People throw these coins away without knowing their worth. But you know the secret. Final call to action. Engage your viewers. So keep your eyes open and your hands steady. Your next penny could be worth a fortune, or it could remind you how powerful small beginnings can be. If this story touched you, don't let it end here. Back-end index pointing right, watch the full video till the end. You might see coins you've never noticed before. Back-end index pointing right, tap that like button to support the hunt for hidden treasures. Backhand index pointing right, subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next rare coin reveal. Backhand index pointing right and share this video because someone you know might have that one penny sitting in a jar waiting to change their life. This is not just about money. It's about history, luck, and the magic of discovery. This is the 2009 Lincoln Formative Years cent, a coin that proves that even the smallest things can hold the biggest stories. So check your pockets. Your fortune might already be there. Money bag, United States. A simple penny worth 1 cent. But what if I told you this very coin could secretly be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, and most people walk past it every single day? In 2009, the United States Mint released something extraordinary, a coin that doesn't just show Lincoln's face, but his legacy, his struggles, and the story of how a poor boy from a log cabin became the most powerful man in America. But there's a dark secret buried in those early coins, a secret that collectors are still hunting for, a hidden error that could make this penny worth more than your rent. This is the 2009 Lincoln Formative Years cent, and tonight, you'll never look at a penny the same way again. The year was 2009, Abraham Lincoln's 200th birthday. To honor him, the U.S. Mint created 4 different designs, each capturing a chapter of his life. But it was the second design, the Formative Years, that truly caught the world's attention. In the design, a young Lincoln sits on a log, reading a book, a hammer beside him, symbolizing his hunger for knowledge and hard work. But here's where things get strange. Some coins came out different. Tiny details, a doubled thumb, an extra finger, or misplaced design elements started appearing. These were no ordinary mistakes. These were minting errors. And those small errors made collectors go insane. A normal 2009 penny, worth 1 cent. But a rare, extra finger error penny, some sold for hundreds, even over $1,000. Imagine you find one in your old change jar, or maybe your grandpa's coin box, and under magnification, you see something different, a small curve, a shadow where it shouldn't be. That's not dirt, it's history. Collectors in the U.S. began hunting everywhere, banks, rolls, even parking lots, searching for these special 2009 pennies. Some versions came from the Philadelphia Mint, others from Denver, both carrying their own secrets. The rare double-die version from the Denver Mint became one of the most desired modern-era coins. 1 cent turned into a $1,000 treasure, all because of a small, invisible mistake that almost no one noticed. This coin isn't just metal, it's a story. Lincoln was born poor, worked with his hands, and taught himself by reading. The Formative Years design captures that spirit, the moment before greatness. Each time you hold that coin, you're holding a piece of that American dream, the belief that knowledge and hard work can change destiny. But that dream now has value, not just emotional, but financial. Even today, collectors across the U.S. are still searching for the perfect error, one penny that might turn their ordinary day into a life-changing moment. You never know. Maybe the penny lying in your drawer right now is worth more than a gold bar. So the next time you see a 2009 penny, don't ignore it. Look closer, because you might be holding a story worth more than its weight in copper. If this story made you look at coins differently, hit that like button right now, because your support helps me keep uncovering the rarest and most shocking coins ever made in America. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and never miss the next video, because in the world of coins, the next treasure could already be in your pocket. This is not just history, it's a hidden fortune waiting to be found.